Happy New Year. It's a beautiful 2026 ahead of us. To keep the energy moving in a direction that feels right to you. Because that's how we want to be, right? We want to be flowing like a river. We want to be moving forward. When life feels heavy, feels repetitive, feels dull, and the motivation disappears. Why is that? Why does that happen? That's because life is moving. Life moves toward expression. When you cut expression, you cut energy. So for that to move forward, for you to bring the energy back, or for you to transmute that energy into something that feels more aligned, you need to do a little adjustments. But before I take you there, I would like to make a list. 5 ways that you could be stopping the flow of your life. Okay, so you are in a playground and you tell your child, or you tell like whoever you're with, to stop. Stop this, do not move. It's very, very similar to what you do in life, to what we do in life. Sometimes, don't you think? We stop ourselves because our nervous system is trying to protect us. Safety is what we do here. If we flow, we don't see it as flowing. We see it as danger. So let's stop there. If you're going to reach for a higher slide than you're used to, I'm going to tell you to stop. And at the end, you don't stop because you are lazy, but you stop because it's your nervous system trying to protect you. Family, but I can also say people in general. And community is so important. Do not get me wrong, but sometimes our parents, our siblings are trying to protect us, and if they do not grant us permission, perhaps they'll say like, oh, don't be too much, you need to be realistic. Actually not giving you the permission that you need to accomplish a certain task that you need to do. And because of that hesitation, those beliefs will actually stop, and then the flow dies. Then we have pressure, okay? And that can be internal pressure. What is pressure? Okay, hear me out. Pressure is overthinking. Pressure is to procrastinate, overthinking, and burnout. But the burnout that is actually overworking is only keeping you from choosing what you want, and it only keeps you reacting to the same thing over and over again. When you have task after task, it's not really guided with your heart, and it becomes a forceful thing. Many people, they stop themselves. They stop the flow by fearing that they will disappoint others, because if they think I'm more successful, they're more successful than me, so I cannot be friends with them. They think that because they are following their own path, that's going to cause friction. the unconscious mind chooses to preserve the belonging, to preserve the relationship. And it's not like you need to choose. Instead of not unblocking, how do we not block for the first place? How do we not block this situation? First is to do with intention. Let's remove everything that drains you. Flow needs room. You need to be taking yourself to where you belong. And when you choose so many boxes, when you are ticking so many boxes, there is a way that is going to be emptier, because you cannot be in all places. You cannot literally take all the boxes. Follow what gives you energy, not what gives you only results. Because when you are creating from that place of what gives you energy, that is going to act as a foundation for you to keep growing from that high energy place. And what feels expansive? You can ask yourself, what feels expansive in my body, and what makes time disappear? There is a difference from those two, because if you keep choosing from the pile that drains you, that's when you will feel drained, and you keep getting water from that well, and that's how you're going to feel. So it's about what pile are you choosing. Of that clarity comes after motion. You will not have clarity if you haven't moved, and after you taking a few steps, that's when you're going to see it. That's only through small steps, giving up the perfection, giving up perfection. When you start taking your nervous system seriously and you regulate before you take any decision in your life, so you take a walk, you take a breath, you slow down, choosing what's alive, choosing aliveness instead of choosing approval. When you are honest with yourself and you have the courage to feel the discomfort, to be open to the feelings that are coming your way, that's when you trust your inner timing. Because the body knows the way it's going. You don't need to force your life forward, but all you need to do is stop yourself and follow your lead, follow the inner lead that is inside of you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.